Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
A
little juke. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a man who played his college ball in Happy Valley, their rookie quarterback from Penn State.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
2nd and 9 now. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Mendoza. That's to Bowers once again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
19-yard line.
Second down and a yard. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It's now third down.
Well, as a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On first down, it's Genty. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That's good for a Cardinals.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up second and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the
That's a play that will likely be
33-yard line.
forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. A give running right is counter. A nice little juke. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The 2nd down pass intended for Michael Wilson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And it's 4th down.
Malcolm Kuntz drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Keeps the score.
Well, listen, now no
Raiders
kick
7,
from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Mendoza throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now run straight ahead with Genty. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Genty. They'll get this up to the 47 and block down there.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, Genty. Down inside the 40.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Mendoza. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
whoa, it still won't go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
9 yards to go.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cardinals.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
3-yard pickup.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones from 19 yards away. And the Cards have cut it back within a score. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Cardinals 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Mendoza. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Intended for Ashton.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
Operating from the gun. Mendoza. They'll get this out to Genty. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Connor up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Screen pass to Connor.
The screen pass.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Cardinals 14.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Shifts by him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. That's caught by Tucker. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Mendoza. A final shot before break. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Mendoza now, off the bootleg. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Genty. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
It's fourth down.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on third and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs, and now they have to punt the ball away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The beautiful fake. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, a give to counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The third down pass intended for Marvin Harrison Jr. Incomplete. Darian Porter on the coverage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a handoff to Genty. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33-yard
line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's 2nd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Mendoza. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion is Dortch. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
James Conner on the handoff. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Connor on the toss left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And the Cardinals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Ryland on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cardinals.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
45-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Genty. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier,
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Lockett, the man in motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Oh, Mendoza. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Back to throw again. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 10.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he slides to avoid the hit. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And 6.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Philip Dorsett, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point
They'll try and throw for it. Now he'll tuck this, and he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot of people call it a toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Evades him at the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of
a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up third and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Mendoza. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
And a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 5.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here comes second down at 5. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here now, third down. He's back to throw. And this is called touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cardinals 24.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.